Hello, my beautiful people. Bola Tinubu don dey prepare for presidency 20 years ago and he go dey suicidal for APC to lose to any other candidate, says Laya Muhammad. For a recent interview, he tok say everything wey dey happen na conspiracy theory. Why people dey think say President Muhammad Buhari go just carry power give another person when e be say if dem lose, na dem go be the first target of any other party wey go win. See, everything wey dey happen, why we come dey think say okay, the money scarcity, the security they try to tight up, say now to prevent bringing of election and for free and fair election today. But in the talk now, say APC go do anything to take win. Now I can't dey imagine if a lot of people, large majority of people they campaign for Peter Obi and APC go do anything to take win. Contrast never dey una sure say free and fair election go really dey. Now wetin we dey pray for anyways, so make we watch this video, make we see. Abeg make una like and comment, make we dey get new gist.
Bola Tinubu is clearly the person to beat. He's clearly the man to beat. Of course, there are other candidates out there, and the way they see it, they will say the way any sportsman will say that I'm going to win. But most people seem to think that given the antecedent of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he is the guy to beat. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. You see, Bola Ahmed Tinubu was already on the farm before some people set an alarm to wake them up. What do I mean by this? Is that Bola Ahmed Tinubu had prepared for this day more than 20 years ago. People forget very easily that...
I beg your pardon, Alaji. I think there's a technical issue, but there's a caller on the line. Benga is on the line. Benga calling in from Abuja. Good morning, Benga. Yeah. Thank you for calling in.
Good morning, Mr. Ayori. Good morning, the Honorable Minister, who is my neighbor in Abuja here.
How are you, sir?
Yes, Mr. Minister, you have been very silent these days. You see, the current issue of...
Okay. It's interesting. Maybe Benga can get back in because, you know, you were just explaining that area to me at the top of the program when he said you've been very silent these days.
No, right. I don't know what he means I've been silent on what. So
maybe he can get back in. He can explain
now,
himself.
What I said, people forget very easily that in 2003, the only state that survived the tornado of PDP in the AD, in the entire southwest, was actually Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
That's right. That's right.
And from that moment, he started building bridges across Nigeria.
Actually, at that time, nobody knew.
Nobody knew.
Maybe very few people knew that he was working at something.
Exactly. From AD, we became ACD. From ACD, we became AC. From AC, we became ACN. From ACN, we became APC. This was the same gentleman who was propelling and spreading his tentacle to every part of Nigeria. And this is why it is, today is payback time. Because he had already established structures all over Nigeria.
Okay.
And it's one position today that you cannot attach any ethnic or religious label to. Is an all-season Nigeria.
And this started way back?
This started way back 2003. I mean, because I was a witness. I was a participant, not just I was a participant. When in Bodilon, we started holding meetings.
That's his residence, his personal residence.
We started holding meetings with all people who never thought he could even work with from all parts of the country. He was supporting and sponsoring candidates in Taraba, in Anambra, in Bayelsa, in Kogi,
so he's
in
putting
Kwara.
The work. He's putting the work.
Yes, and he was putting in everything, he had. And this is what is metamorphosing into his obvious success today. I remember that in 2007, sir, 2007, AD had only one state. That was BRF. You remember? Between 2007 and 2011, we became 4. We won 3. We first won Edo in court. Then we won Ekiti. Then we won Osun. And then people began to really reckon with Asiwaju.
A deluge. Let me bring in Ademola, and thank you, Mr. Ademola, for holding on a bit. Mr. Ademola in Ipaja, good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Yori.
Yes.
And good morning, my honorable.
Yes.
Please, the question I have for honorable is this. When in 2019, when we were preparing for Mr. President's second term, okay, there was no fuel scarcity, everything was so peaceful. Why is it now that he's preparing to hand over for the incoming government, there's fuel scarcity and the issue of this Naira currency that is causing havoc? As we speak now, there was a riot this morning at Ojota. You understand? So my concern is people are doubting.
By the way, the situation in Ojota, perhaps you also know that the situation in Ojota, we are told, has returned to normal.
Fine. But what I'm saying is...
I hear you. I just wanted to add that.
What I'm saying is the issue of this fuel scarcity one and the issue of this Naira redesign of new currency shouldn't have come up this period when we are very close to election period. That's just my challenge. And that is what people are saying, that the government is not secure with the incoming APC presidential candidate. So that's just my concern.
Okay.
They are doubting the sincerity of this government. They are not supporting incoming president Tinubu as we expected.
Let's hear what
so
Alhaji Lai Mohammed has to say about that.
Thank you very much for your comment. I wish you had joined this conversation earlier. I said something very clearly, very, very clearly. I said it will be suicidal for anybody in this government or in this party in particular not to support Tinubu. It will be self-immolation. We will be preparing the ground for what we call a hostile takeover.
Okay.
So, look,
And
this
a
is
hostile takeover cannot come from within APC.
No way.
It
You
comes
see,
from
what I'm saying is that if APC does not succeed itself, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu does not become the president of this country, and we will, by the grace of God, the biggest loser will be all of us in APC. So it's not in our interest to put blocks, stumbling blocks on the way.
Okay.
And I'm glad to say that in the respect of the first situation is easing up. But on the issue of the Naira, Mr. President has spoken on that. And I have no further comment. But I want to say again, it is not in our own interest or anybody whatsoever to put stumbling blocks on the road of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Oh, just by the way, as you said, the fuel situation, you say, is easing up. But the point he was saying is, why was it allowed to happen?
No,
it was seen as part of the whole. It's a very difficult aspect. Speaking
Mr.
to
Folari,
yes,
have just to, and this is common sense, with due respect. You see, if, God forbid, if any other party today should take over from APC, who will be the first victims? To be us. Make no mistake about it, it will be everybody. So I don't think I need to stress that point further.
okay.